Can you talk more about the challenges that come with collecting disability checks?
Yes, so this one's challenging for a lot of folks, and there's a lot of stigma around disability, Social Security, etc. And there's also a lot of unknowns about all these programs. And so it's confusing from the outside, and it's confusing if you're the person receiving these funds. There are a lot of things, so depending on what Social Security benefit you're receiving, you do have an income cap, and that income cap obviously allows people to not just collect Social Security and make millions of dollars on the side. However, that also becomes a barrier because people who do want to work have this decision to make. Am I going to make enough money to survive? And if that job doesn't work out, because a lot of times discrimination happens, then they lose their Social Security benefits because they've made too much money. And then it takes a good 6 months to a year to get back on your Social Security benefits. So we have to play this balancing game of, okay, do I take this job and make it happen, or am I nervous and I'm going to just hang back? So there's that piece. There is a mention of getting married on Social Security. I don't believe that's true. I think you can get married when you're receiving Social Security. But there's a lot of other programs that do help people on Social Security start to work, but it's still this balancing act all the time. And it's this worry of losing your Medicare benefits, Medicaid benefits, which obviously for people with disabilities can be really scary and challenging if they have medical needs that they need taken care of. The systems are trying to make it better, but in my opinion, and not anything else, it's really confusing. It's a confusing system. It's really hard to get through. It's a government system that is not accessible to folks with disabilities. And so there are a lot of challenges. And then you have the people who say that we're just living off the government and we're lazy and we should just get jobs and. So there's all that put on top of us as well if you're collecting Social Security. And so there's a lot that's going on there, and I just encourage people to not just think of it as we're collecting a free paycheck, but think of it as an opportunity and a resource. And people with disabilities do want to work. Most of people who want to work, who can work, want to work. And there's a big barrier and a stigma of us getting hired for work. So make sure and keep that in mind when you're passing your judgments on people collecting Social Security.